I mean, off the field, Arne Slot pretty much shut the window for us, didn't he? He said the other day, literally, that, there's nothing planned. We're very happy with the squad January. However, he also said it's important to quote this, people. We are definitely in the process of looking at the summer and definitely making plans for there. Now, I know this sent people into overdrive a little bit and the various things, but it just kind of is what it is, isn't it, David? The January transfer window is not an FSG stooge, as people are saying. Arne Slot is happy with this squad.
Yeah, I mean, I saw someone reply to me yesterday saying, this guy's on the payroll, which I thought was really funny. It's like, this is the thing, is all this talk, and I know what people will say now. Oh, well, he's just saying that because he has to. It's just, he doesn't have to say it at all to say he's happy with the squad. He doesn't need to say that at all. He can just keep himself to himself around that subject. No one's asking, are you happy with the squad directly? So he didn't need to come out and say that. He genuinely is. There's no aspect to this which is FSG denying him any money or anything like that. He likes what he's got in the squad and he's happy to ride it to the end of the season. It's his first season in charge. He's only added one player. Obviously, Mamardashvili will come after that as well. But I think there will be changes in the summer. I think it's obvious where those positions will be. But I totally get why he's happy with what he's got. I mean, look at the performances so far. Why wouldn't he be? Again, another thing I'm kind of getting a little bit tired of hearing, really, is the idea that, Liverpool collapse at the end of every season. That's total nonsense for me. I mean, they collapsed at the end of last season. No question about that.
Yeah.
But I don't think this has been a common theme over the last few years at all, really. I think it was only last year that's happened. And last year, coincidentally, there was just one of the biggest injury crises I've ever seen in my years covering Liverpool. So they're doing much better in that regard this year. So there's no reason to expect there will be a repeat of that. You've got pretty much two players in every position who are top class. So I totally understand why the managers have that mindset of get to the summer, then I'll get my own men in and make the tweaks. And, we hope that when we get to that summer, it'll be with a couple of trophies on board as well. So this is a really strong squad. And I will continue to repeat, I think it's the strongest in the Premier League. And I think it's right up there in Europe as well. So, I'm not surprised that they're not doing any business in January, and we'll kind of wait to the summer to address a couple of the issues that are there, but that aren't big enough issues to think that they can't get to the end of the season and win things.
Yeah, exactly. And there's plenty of time for us to speculate around summer, but we don't even fully have to wait till summer, because we can have a little talk about it now, because we mentioned this name, Hato, the other day, the Ajax youngster. He was naturally asked at this press conference, wasn't he? And he said he was invited by Ryan Gravenberch, didn't speak to a director, just to clarify any rumours there. Liverpool played well and the atmosphere in the stadium was good. There is no more to say. However, he was then asked in also the Europa Conference about his future. We said, well, we'll have to see in the summer. I mean, we've talked about this last time. He's not dismissed these rumours, Hato, at all by any means. Would it be that much of a surprise if there is real interest and he has maybe met Slot, various people on the quiet, shall we say?
I kind of take his word for it in terms of him being invited to the game for that reason. I think Liverpool would try and keep it under wraps if they were doing, than having me seen in the stands or whatever, than, kind of do it that publicly. But I don't doubt for a second that he's someone who's on their radar, because, player who's that age, who's playing an awful lot of minutes so far. I think he got in and around the first team when he was the age of 16. So, he's clearly a massive talent. I think Liverpool, they watch all kind of players who fall into that bracket. And he's clearly an outstanding player, and particularly as we know, defence is kind of an area where they'll feel maybe there's some reinforcements needed over the summer in terms of could Joe Gomez go and open up a centre half slot? Left back is obviously an area of concern, and he can play both positions. So I've no doubt whatsoever that he's on the radar. But whether that becomes anything, there's a lot of variables involved here, and one of the ones that we don't talk about, it's not about, Liverpool want him, go and get him, but other clubs may offer him maybe more playing time and more guarantees there, and that might be kind of appealing to him. So he's got to all be balanced in, but I've no doubt they're keeping tabs on him and possibly will be in the mix if we were to come on the market. But in terms of whether that will get over the line, it's got to be right for the player, hasn't it, as much as it's right for Liverpool. So we'll see how that shakes out.
Yeah, definitely one to keep an eye on through to the summer.